All right, so this is Kaiba's place over here at Founders Point, and I'm already looking at that window over on the side. This looks so normal, right? It looks like a normal house, which is very suspicious. So here we have a wagon, and it's sunk in real low, and I am not entirely familiar with what sort of piece this is, but they're doing their best to skin it and just kind of close it up, make it feel like part of the house. It's incredibly convincing. Very, very, very convincing. So here though, now we have this cool window setup. 1, 2, 3 mirrors that are set up. And then it's followed with what looks like picture frames to line things up, big beams to obscure like any other weirdness, and it's all sitting and surrounding this gazebo here. It's finally dressed with the Gilnean walls and some greenery just for like some flavor, garnish, whatever you want to call it. Really convincing. It totally feels like it's built in there. Yeah, that looks sick. So, boop. Fun little screenshot there. Yeah, neat. So let's go inside, see what's going on. So as we enter, it's super tight in here. This is very unique already because we come in, we're immediately greeted with like some options. We have stairs and we have this, we have this incredible layout and stairs and other stuff here. Wow. Okay, this is going to be pretty intense. So we walk in, lay down our weapons. We'll climb up there in a bit, maybe. But as we move into this kind of living room / dining room area, we can feel like this sense of depth already. This looks so cool. It looks real, right? Because you have, upper floors, but you have foundations to support them. You have walls, but then you have these like, I think those are like already in there. Yeah, super convincing looking. You have this fireplace here, but it's being also drawn with the stone walls to create that extension all the way up, all the way to the ceiling, instead of whatever is built in. And then of course over here, hello to the boss of the house. Over here we have like these huge windows that are illuminating from the rest of the house from the outside. Hella cool, dude. Hella cool. So, yeah, things are coming in. Dude, the depth here is like wild. Yeah, and then the beams there. Yeah, that's not even all the way at the top because there's like more floor that's up there. Wow. Okay, so we'll continue exploring this lower area first. We have the spread of living room area, a study place, a shelf that I want to click on because surprise, we have this kind of hidden bedroom. No fell shenanigans happening here, not yet. At least. All right, so yeah, basic stuff set up. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. It's just the fact that it's this other carved out space that makes it very, very interesting. Back here, given that they're a demon hunter, we have demon huntery stuff lying around here. I can chill here and vibe while people come in. People are eating, doing their thing. Wow. Okay, so we'll never mind those stairs. I want to go up here first because I'm very curious about what happened, or how this is going, because yeah. Okay, so we did enter through here. So they just put the door on that side, and now we climb up because this is the end of this really small closet space. But I'm also, wait, how did they do this? Hold on. I don't know. It's because the roof is like low. Yeah. So here's the roof of this small space. I didn't realize how high the ceiling is here. So we have this very small bedroom. Boop. Hello. Yay. You know, minimal decor because I'm sure this is probably running a little bit low on budget. Yeah. Place to drop off your keys. There you go. All right, so we're back in this main spot. We'll go up the stairs a little bit later. I want to see what's going on in this kitchen area. All right, so we have, again, this very convincing fridge, and what they did here, they just created, again, like we've seen this before, where you just create a second block or beam, stack them on top of each other, and boom, you have something else. In this case, instead of like having a big door in front, they just lowered this piece, you know, shot it down a little bit, spaced it out, and then boom, you have your freezer. Nice and easy. It's super tall. There's no way I have to like totally jump to get to it, but minor details, right? Granite countertops for this guy. Yeah, this kitchen is super, super dolled up. So, you know, we have like tables all over the place. We have what looks like wooden beams. Yeah, looks like wooden beams that are there to line it up and give that whole granite tabletop look. The stove is pretty intense too. I think we've seen some variation of it, but I like what they did here because they added this trim here. I think before I saw like the window kind of like shoot into the ground. In this case, is being cleverly hidden behind another texture there. Burners are right there. They're all running. Barrels as the knobs. Very cool. I have no idea what this is here. Yeah, so I can't really say anything about that. And you have this like big upper shelf as well. You know, kind of the same textures that are being used to just make this a very convincing looking kitchen. It just looks normal, right? Just look a normal kitchen, but it's not. World of Warcraft, yay! So here we got a sink, a fairly standard looking sink, but in this case, you know, it kind of comes out just a little bit, which might be a safety hazard, by the way, but it comes out a little bit. We have it shaped just with beams again. The bottom of it appears to be maybe a rug. That's as far as I can tell from this perspective. And then it's the kind of kitchen where you can see things outside. A little bit of a perspective. All right. So farmhouse sink. Okay, you guys were pretty quick. We've been talking about what that is. Well, you out-explained me for sure. All right. So panning a little bit further to the right, we have, you know, more of the same stuff as I mentioned. And otherwise a really, really convincing spread. Yeah, the design on this is great. Absolutely great. And I know I've overlooked some details here and there, but one thing to point out too is that the beams are slanted too. And it's probably because of the shape of this room. That works. I think. No, it's not. It's not. It's just kind of shaped like that because that's still really cool. It helps to. It does help to shape what's going on. So now I think I can go upstairs. So we're slow going up. Beams and beams and beams are what help to round this out. And then over on the upper shelf, we can see animals. We have Mr. Snuffles and Reptar that are hanging out there. We have bunk bed. Can I climb up? I can climb up the bunk bed. Yay! So they're watching and protecting us along with Lilith. Sure, that can work. Xalatath is watching us as well. And this is crazy. It's a 2-person bunk bed. Wow. Couples bunk bed. That works. A little bit of a changing area. And then we come across this spot. say hi to the family. Very cool, man. And is there more? It feels like there should be more because we still have more stuff. You know, we have more floor that was built all the way up top. All right, let me see if I did miss anything. Yeah, I went through that door. I went up here, so this is a different room, so that's just low. But then in this raised area, it's not like there has to be an actual upstairs. But I'm just wondering. Oh, that's mostly okay. Cool. No, this is really neat. I just wasn't entirely sure because, you know, I can see that we got some manufactured stuff up there. There might have been like some hidden spot, and then it goes up into an attic, because that's the one thing that I would be looking for here. It's like, oh, is there an attic spot too? Maybe not. All good. Really cool spot though, like super dense, because it's only really like kind of these two rooms, I think. Yeah, because we have the entrance here, right? So here's the entrance, and then we go in, and then we have what seems to be just a single stairwell. Extends all the way out there. Cool. Oh no, I noticed you sitting on the rafters too. That was pretty sick. Very, very cool.